Hi everyone, it's Emma and from Emma K Plans, and welcome to my 2022 planner wrap-up slash recap video. So this is going to be my final video of my 2022 planner. It's kind of going to be a mix between the planner awards tag that Chan Plans came up with last year, and I filmed that for my last planner as well, and then just a bit of like random favorites and that sort of thing. So I'm going to start with my spreads, and then we'll kind of move into a bit of the more like just general favorites. So this is the planner that I used for 2022. It is the Aura Estelle and SPC Blossom collab planner. I don't know. I bought this off the buy sell trade. I've mentioned this a few times. I don't really care what my planner looks like. It doesn't really bother me as long as like I don't mind it. It's fine. I bought this off the buy sell trade. It was cheap. That's the main thing. I do really like the Blossom design. However, it is definitely too small for the way I plan. Like you can see, like this is definitely way too thick for what the rings can handle. I just don't have another planner to store. I really don't want to split my year up into two. I like the concept of keeping it all together like all of my other planners, but like these rings are clearly too small. So I still probably am going to store it all in one. I'll just like try and pull the pages around to kind of come on, get out of the way, like to kind of make it as, you know, not bent as possible. I don't know. I don't really mind. Now once it's done, it's on the shelf. It's just going to be pulled out occasionally if I want to look for like memories or that sort of thing. So this is the planner. It's not really anything exciting. I just did like a kind of weird setup with like papers that I had. Definitely pink to go with the pink theme. I have ordered a 2022 year sticker that I'm going to put here, I think, or on one of these, so I can clearly see that like, okay, this is 2022. But yeah, nothing really, like, it's a bit weird. So I apologize that you can see my iPad stand. I do have my notes next to me of what spreads I'm going to talk about, so I can't push it off out of frame anymore or it's off the desk. So it kind of has to stay there. Hope it's not too distracting. So that's my planner. Nothing really too exciting. I didn't really do much of a setup this year. So getting into my some of my best spreads. So we're going to start with seasons. So we're going to start with summer, and that is January 24th. I also have already filmed this video 3 times and it hasn't really worked for me, so I'm really hoping that today's the day. I filmed it a couple of days ago and just gave up, so I'm hoping today's the day. Come on, can you zoom in a tad? There we go. I apologize that it's a bit uneven, but I just don't really know kind of how else to do it, so hopefully that should be focused. Okay. This is my favorite slash best summer spread. It is using the Glam Planner Mystery from, I want to say not last year, but the year before, like 2021, but I'm not 100% sure. It's a Glam Planner Mystery Kit, and it was like roller skating, roller disco kind of themed, which I feel like I really wasn't into the whole retro kits. I didn't like any of them, but this one I did. I feel like because it's not retro themed, it's more like roller skating retro themed. I don't know. This one just really caught my attention. I really like the colors. I liked that I color blocked it. I think this was the first time that I since color blocking has become a thing again. Like I used to color block way back when it was a thing, and then everyone stopped doing it, so obviously I stopped doing it, and now it's a thing again, and I'm pretty sure this is the first week that I did it. Maybe the first week in, it's definitely the first week in this planner, but I like how the colour blocking came together. I don't know that I would like the spread as much if I didn't colour block, so that's always good. The kit came with these sparkly hollow bottom washi that I knew I wanted to use, so then I also ended up pulling in sparkly hollow into the kit. I often don't agree with a lot of Elle's foil pairings, but this one I did, so I decided to keep it and then pulled in some sparkly hollow stuff that I had as well. Double box in the sidebar. I hope this is the first and last time she's here because she does not go here. I don't like it. It looks weird. It throws everything out. So I don't think I do this again, thankfully. So that's my favourite summer spread. On to autumn. That is March 28th. And that is this one. In general, this year, I feel like my autumn was a bit of a flop, which is a bit sad because autumn is my favourite season to plan. But I was flipping through and I honestly struggled to find a spread that I really loved, which is, as I said, sad because I love to plan autumn and normally those are my favourite spreads ever. So I'm gearing up for a big autumn this coming year, so hopefully we can make that work because, yeah, it was a bit of a letdown. But in any case, this is my favourite autumn spread. It also was the spread that I was most excited for. Like when I had all my kits lined up, I was like, yes, that's the one that I'm most excited to use. So it is from Glam Planner and it is the Silly Studio Wildflower art, and I paired it with light gold foil, and I just think that was such a good decision. It's from Planner Choco, the foil, and it's like daisy themed, which I just feel like not a lot of foil was going to go with this kit because I think it would overwhelm the kit. But I think the light gold, like wildflower daisy kind of theme didn't overwhelm it. It just accents, kind of see it nicely. So a color block to this. Again, I just wish I didn't follow the date covers. Like I wish I didn't use them because I 100% would have used 2 days of green and 1 day of this pink. That's my only regret because I really, as you guys know, I don't love just like boring. This pink isn't too bad. It's got a bit of tone to it, but I just don't like this quintessential boring pink that we get in every kit. So I would have preferred to do that as 1 day. But in any case, I really love the colours of this kit and I love how it came together. Then we go into June, and this kit's going to be featured a few times, so get yourselves ready. This is from Caress Press with Sadie Piper Designs art, and I pulled in Hollow and Sparkly Pink. Oh, it's actually like a sparkly pink, sparkly purple. It's not mixed, but it's like the colours halfway between pink and purple in my opinion. And this was such a surprise. I was not expecting this spread to fucking pop off the way that it did. It was such a good break from all the dreary winter colours that we normally get, which that I was kind of expecting, but I just wasn't ready for how the foil just really, like the pink purple foil is just so fun and just ties together so well with the hollow foil. I used 2 different sets of underlays, which I don't always do because I think it can look like very overwhelming, which I do think this spread is quite full on, but I don't think it's too much. So yeah, I used up some stuff from like old winter little $2 Tuesday kind of things that I just had sat in my collection and I just wanted gone, and I just think it all came together so well. I really miss the old school, like the SPC, like these old format foil bundles. I feel like the colours used to be so much more fun and interesting, and now they're all just like the main colours and matte bronze and copper, and like, yeah, they're great, but I just don't feel like we get these, like, I don't feel like we'd ever see this colour again. I don't know. I really love the old format foil bundles because the colours just were so just out there and fun. So anyway, that's neither here or there. I love this winter spread. Then we go to spring. I didn't love my spring spreads this year. So this was my best one, which is surprising because this wasn't even in my spring lineup. This was in my overstock, like I'm going to use it next year or sell it section when I had all my kits lined up. But I sat down to plan the week that I had in, like I sat down to plan this week and I picked up the kit and I was like, no, I just don't want to use that. And so I went and found this kit in my stash and I pulled some foil together and it came together so well. So this was also a surprise, but when I look at it, it's like, why would it be a surprise? Because the colours are so, like, I love the colours. They're so spring. The gold, I love that I mixed a bit of luxe in there, because to me I associate a spa day theme with luxe, because I don't really think that's a normal person thing to do. It's very much a rich person thing. With some gold foil from Caress Press, I had some underlays that looked like tiles, and some little spring bits and pieces, quotes and that sort of thing as well. And I just think it really came together exactly how I wanted it to, and I honestly can't believe that I almost destashed it and didn't use it, because this to me is just quintessential spring. So I love her. And then we have Best Holiday Kit, which I've actually got two, and they're both Christmas kits. So that's a bit of a cheating. I'm gonna pick one actually. It's this one. So again, this is really bent, I'm sorry. This came together so well. I was not even anticipating to use these two colors together, these two foil colors. If you watch my flip through, I kind of explain it a bit more in depth, but originally I was gonna use sparkly red and green, and then I shuffled everything around and ended up with sparkly red and silver. And now I cannot imagine not using silver. I think silver pops against these cool tone colors so well. Like, it's exactly, I don't know, I can't imagine not having the silver there. I think the red blends with the kit, and the silver accents it, which I think is just the perfect match. It's art from Sadie Piper, which was just, I loved it. I did some custom quotes from Planner Hannah, underlays, the whole thing. Like, it really came together to be the perfect Christmas spread for me, so I love her. Favorite moment, I have two. So this spread's actually not even complete, which is bad, but so this week, on this day, where is it? No, it's not even here. It's on this week. It's this week, I apologize. Here, I haven't even written, I got a custom script and I haven't put it in there yet. So this is the day that we adopted my cat, Nera. I've got a little photo that I'll show you here next to me. So this is like, I use my new photo printer to print this, and it just sits next to me on my desk. So she is a black cat, and we adopted her from a shelter. We rescued her because I feel very passionately about rescuing animals and not ordering them. So we rescued her this day, and I mean, like, when you add someone to your family, obviously it's a huge thing, and life hasn't been the same. She's sleeping next to me now. She always jumps up on my desk. She loves my planner. She just always is like walking all over my planner and dropping cat hair everywhere. But yeah, so this is probably like the biggest moment. And then November 14th. So it is this day, it was actually November 15th. This day here, when we finally saw land of Antarctica. That was like one of the most amazing experiences of my life. And then this whole week. So we sort of saw Antarctica this day, and then we got off the boat and like did everything and saw all the animals like these few days. So this was just one of the most incredible days of my life, and something that I most likely will never do again. So to have this like in my planner as a memory is really something that's special to me. So favorite foil pairing, I tried to pick kits that I hadn't already, like, I tried to pick as many variation in kits as possible. Some I've doubled up because it just makes sense, but I tried to kind of mix it up. So this, I've got two again. So favorite foil pairing, so first one is this one, and this is the, I don't know what the kit's called, it's from Caress Press, but everyone that I saw use this used matte bronze to kind of tie in with these like greeny, neutral kind of tones, and I think that matte bronze looked great, don't get me wrong, but I could not see this bright fiery orange and not use Bonfire. Like, I just was like, there's literally no better time to use Bonfire ever than this. So I decided to pull it in, and I think it was 100% the right move. It pops off with the orange in the kit so nicely. It pops against the green, but it doesn't clash, I don't feel like. I just really think Bonfire was the move. I used the leaf format because I think obviously it's autumn. I also think Leave was the only format that I have because I have so many Leave bonfire bundles. I don't know why, but I have like 5 of them still, and I used a lot of them this year. So anyway, it was the move. I really think Bonfire just matches this kit perfectly. And then we've got August 22nd, which I can't remember what, oh no, I remember this one. So this one is just as much about the foil theme as it is the foil color. So this is an old kit that I had from Sticky Essentials, and I pulled in rainbow foil from Alicia Craft in the like amusement park, like fun fair theme. And this is one of my favorite spreads of the year because of it. I just feel like anytime I can use rainbow, I fucking love rainbow. And then to be able to have it like themed, like so specifically themed, was just like, I'm so excited. It looks so good. We've got the quotes, the bottom washi, the underlays, like headers, everything is themed, and I just think it came together so well. The rainbow matches the kit perfectly, and it just like this whole spread is made because of the foil. So that's, to me, that's like a best foil pairing. So we love her. Then I've got my biggest surprise, like a positive surprise. And so I've already gone over one of these, so, but I kind of had to because it's just so good, and it's this spread. As I mentioned, I just was not expecting this to look as good as it did. I just was not ready for the foil to come together, the colors of the kit, everything. I've already talked about it, so I won't go into it too much, but this just came together so much better than I was hoping. It ended up being my favorite winter spread when I honestly wasn't even really, like, I was using this as a break up from all my neutral kits. I wasn't expecting it to be the kit that every other kit needed to work around. So we love her. And then July 11th, so not that long later. What's that? July... No, is it? No, it's this one. What's July 11th? Is that right? Yes, it is. It is. This one is another one that I was not expecting to be as amazing as it was. This is one of my favorite spreads of the year too. I had been hoarding this kit and I did not know when to use it, and I sat down to plan this week and I went, I don't want to use this kit, I want to use something else. Went into my Anytime stash and pulled this one out, which I do sometimes. I sit down and I'm like, I don't want to use this kit, I'm going to see how it goes. So I pulled this one out, and I already had bought the overlays in purple and the overlays in teal before, like when they were reasonable and only used to cover like a little bit of the foil of the full boxes. Now they're just like way too much. So I was like, okay, I'm still gonna use them, I like them. And then I pulled in the like steel blue bundle from SPC and then dark purple from Planner Hannah, and I just think the foil just brought it all together into the most amazing spread. It's not too overwhelming with two foil colors that I think kind of stand on their own, but like if you just look at, I think the underlays are really, they're in the coral format and they just brought the whole thing together, and I love how it all looks. It's not too overwhelming. The colors in the kit are beautiful as well. They really complement each other. And yeah, I just like, I knew that I wanted to hold off on using this kit because I knew it was going to be a good one, and I'm so glad I finally got the chance to do so. So those are my favorites. And then I've got my flops, which, no, they're not my favorites, I lied. They're my surprises. Then I've got my flops. So I've got 3 flops, and they're all at the start of the year. And then we'll get into my actual favorite spreads of the year, and they're all at the second half of the year. So I clearly started off the year really shit and got better. I don't know, I didn't notice that until I sat down and kind of was mapping all this out, but my first half is really shit and I get better. So let's go into my flops. The first one is January the 17th, so we're in summer. Summer is not my favorite season to plan, so this often happens. However, this is the most boring summer kit I probably have ever seen. Like, legitimately, summer spread. The colors are so neutral and boring, and on the page it just all blends into one, like, mushy, nothing color. I honestly hate this. This year, because it's obviously summer currently right now, this is literally a year ago, almost. All of my kits are bright because I learnt my lesson this year that neutral summer kits, I don't want them. I just think, I love the gold foil that I pulled in. The bundle was the perfect choice with this, but it's just the kit. I don't know how I didn't see that the kit was so boring. Like, the art is really beautiful, but the colors in the kit are just so neutral and boring. Caress Press reformatted this art and brought it out this year, and the colors are really rich and vibrant, and I honestly thought about buying it, but I was like, no, it's done its dash, you've used it, move on to bigger and better things. But that was also one of the categories that I actually didn't answer. It was a kit that you'd want to buy, like art that you'd want to buy again, either because you want to use it again because you love it or because you'd want to redo. And honestly, it probably would be this one because the art is so beautiful, but the kit just really ruined it for me, and I would love a redo, honestly. Maybe I'll pick it up for next summer, but I fucking hate this, honestly. Then we go into Feb 14th, which, okay, this is my least favorite spread of the whole year. I am vowing to never use a kit with such dark colors again. I've used other kits with dark colors before and haven't liked it, and then this one came along and I actually legitimately hate this. I came up with the most bomb fucking foil pairing of sparkly red and grape soda, like you can see on the bottom washi, and I still hate the kit. So I feel like that's kind of telling. If the foil pairing is amazing and I still hate the kit, hate the spread, you must hate it a lot. I think the concept of the art is really cool, like the dark vampy valentines. I just don't like dark spreads. This is so not me. I don't really know how else to describe it. I also fucking hate this color. This color just does not match the rest of the kit at all. But, hate it. This is my yuckiest spread of the year. And then my final flop is, unfortunately, for those who know me, March 22nd is my birthday. So this is a little bit sad, but this one's a bit of a flop for different reasons. So I don't hate this spread by any means. Like, I actually do enjoy it. The art was beautiful. It's the perfect matte bronze pairing, like the perfect time to use matte bronze. I've got the birthday quotes. I actually do like this. The reason this is a flop is because I used 4 birthday kits for March this year, this planner, because I wanted to do a month of my birthday. And I saved my least favorite spread for my actual birthday. So I'll do a quick flip through of the others so you can see. But so this was like the Level Up kit. So like pastel, rainbow, and black. Love how this came together. This is so fun. Then I had this kit, which is like celestial themed, and I used magenta hollow, which is beautiful. And I used some purple quotes. Love. Then I used this dinosaur kit because I'm obsessed with dinosaurs at the moment, like Jurassic Park. And I used copper foil, which looks incredible with the green. Obsessed. And then there's my birthday spread, and it's just not as good, you know. I don't hate it, but I feel like, how did I pick the least favorite spread for my actual birthday? It's a little bit sad. So that's why this one's a flop. We don't hate her, she just didn't live up to the expectations of it being my birthday spread. Next, we get into favorite spreads of the year, and I have 7 of them. I'm gonna save the one that's first in chronological order till last, because it's actually my favorite of the whole year. So I'm going to do a little bit of creative accounting here. So this one is there's a favorite spread of the year, and then the others are not in order. They're just all the rest of my like favorites, okay? So I'll save the very best one till the end, but the rest are just in the favorites category. So this is the first one. So we have my Disney spread. I just think this is everything that I want in a Disney week. It was the first time that we went back to Disney after COVID, so obviously like the actual week itself was very special. It was a family trip as well, so I'm just really glad to have these memories to look back on. Like, well, hey, remember we went to Disney in May, the first trip after COVID, and you can kind of look back and be like, oh yeah, that's right. We went on Rise of the Resistance for the first time, and we did, you know, this, that, whatever. So I love having these memories to look back on. So I used a combination of Lavender Hollow, Park Hopper, and Hollow, like, scripts and quotes and that sort of thing. I also love what I did on the sidebar. So I used the toolbox and then the home box, like, overlay. I used the castle with Dreams Do Come True because it was the first trip back since COVID, and obviously everyone had been like dreaming of Disney. And then Family Adventure because it was a family trip, and I just feel like that is my perfect sidebar. And it's just, yeah, like, there's not much more to say, but it just came together as exactly the Disneyland kit that I wanted it to be. So then we go on to one that you've seen a few times already, so I'm not going to go over this too much, but this couldn't not make my top 10, or my top, not even a top 10, it's like top 7. This couldn't not make my top kits because it just turned out so much better than my expectations, and I love her. Then we go to August 22nd, which is this one. Again, another one that you've seen. This is just so, the spread just came together so well. It was my first time using Alicia Craft as well. I didn't mention that before, but it was my first time. And it's just like, how amazing does this rainbow look all together? So I love her. Then we go to October, which is a Halloween spread, and it's this one. Again, you've seen this one. I just love how everything pulled together. Anything red, sparkly, obviously I love, but the fact that I was able to use the 2 different themes, amusement park and horror, just like combined together, that is just such, I love being able to be creative like that, you know, like to be able to pull things together and make my own spread that is unique to, you know, my planner. I love that, so love her. Then we go to November 7th, which is this one here. You haven't seen this one, I don't think. No, I just filmed my planner flip through as well. So, no, actually, sorry. You hadn't seen the Halloween spread. That was in my planner flip through that I just filmed. So, apologize. I love her. Amusement park themed from Pink Diamond Planner Co. with Alicia Craft and Planner Hannah foil is what this is. Then, so this is another one of my favorites. It is my start of my Antarctica trip. This is when I was in the States, in San Fran, Houston, and then went to Argentina, and this just came together. This is one of those ones that was in my head, and it came onto the page exactly how it was in my head. So, I love the silver. I love the, like, plain theme stuff. I love the snowflakes, the colors, just everything in this spread came together exactly how I wanted it. Then we've got this Christmas spread, which again you've seen before, so I won't go over it too in depth, but I feel like my favorite thing is, like, it came together so well, but to me that's when a spread is a favorite. When the kit, the art, the colors, the foil, the character stickers, everything pulls together, that's when it's my favorite spread. So I know I probably said that 200 times this video, but truly that's what makes a spread for me. So this is just, the foil really pops off the page and I love the colors. I also just love the art. Sadie Piper really has nailed it this year, so I'm really loving her stuff. And then finally, the piece de resistance, my favorite spread of the year, you have not seen this one yet, is... Dun dun dun! It is red sparkly foil in a move that will surprise nobody. This is a kit from Planet Fancy, and I might be a little biased because I picked out this art as art that I wanted to see her use in a kit, but I did not expect her to come out this good. I was gonna put this in my surprise section, but I thought I would save it because it's my favorite kit, my favorite spread of the year. I was coming back from the States this half of this week and I did not want to use an autumn kit, but I didn't know what else to use, so I went through my collection and found her and was like, hold on, this is like American fast food diner kind of themed. This is literally perfect. Pulled her out, I'm like, yep, I'm going to use black underlays and red sparkly foil, and then did the rest. I fucked up the double box. I accidentally stuck it down sideways and had to lift it. That's why it's got all the lines through it. But It's just beautiful. I love everything about this. The colors, the red foil, the art. It's just honestly my favorite thing I've ever seen. So that's my favorite spread of 2022. I hope you agree, but I would love to hear what you think. Now I'm just going to close up my planner and get into... Sorry, I got cut off. I'm going to close up my planner and get into just like a few of other general favorites. Actually, I'm going to take my thumbnail picture while I'm here, sorry. And then I'll get into my general favorites. Let's just do that. Move it over a tad. Actually, no, I don't want to take a photo of this because then you'll know what's my favorite. Maybe I'll actually, you know what, I'll take it and then I'll blur it. That's what I'll do. I don't want to spoil anybody because it's such a big, exciting deal, obviously. So, that is my 2022 planner. Now, let's put this over here. No, it's kind of in the way. Let's put it over here. Now, let's get into just, I wanted to run through a few just general favorites. So, my favorite foil of the year, I've got two things to go over. So, my favorite color is obviously going to surprise nobody. Red Sparkle. I just pulled this out of my collection just to kind of, everyone knows what Red Sparkle looks like, but that's it. It's the foil color that, like all of my, not all of, most of my spreads that are my favorites that you just saw have red sparkly foil, and I don't think that's a coincidence. Everything about this foil color I love. It's perfect for Christmas, for Halloween, for Valentine's Day, for just general kits. Like, it just is the most versatile foil, and it pops off the page so well. You can also mix and match it with other foil colors, and I always think they go together really well. So I just love red sparkly foil. And then the second thing I have to show you is kind of hurts me a little bit to say, but it's my foil theme of the year, and it is actually Luxe, which I used to be on such a crusade that I fucking hated Luxe. It was awful. I didn't want to use it. I didn't want to see it. However, I have, now that I've redone my foil organization and I do things a bit differently, I pull different designs into my spreads, I think Luxe really adds a nice touch to kits without being overly themed. So I'm not a huge fan personally of confetti. I don't like the way that the dots look. I'm not a huge fan of the diamond theme. I don't know if it's sparkle or something else. I don't love that theme. So there's not that many neutral, like there's twinkle, which is okay, but for me there's not that many neutral designs out there. I have heaps of stars, heaps of celestial, you know, etc. So for me, Luxe has kind of become a neutral little, like I can put little touches of this in my spreads, and I think it actually really adds the foil to my kit without being overly themed. So I now have it in a few different colors, and I'm starting to kind of buy more of them when they're released, and I just think they actually really work for me as a neutral foil color. So I know that's blasphemy because I really was on a crusade against it for so long, so don't hate me. Then my favorite my favorite sticker sheet, so it is from Caress Plans, Carly Plans. Let me see, Caress Plans, such a big, good collab. And well, it's technically two, I guess, but it is the plain sheet. So I've got airplanes, which we call them aeroplanes in Australia, so airplanes really triggers me. But anyway, and paper planes. And this year is the year I decided to start marking my work using these rather than, I always used to use laptops, which sometimes I still use, but I just think being able to add in like the planes just makes so much more sense to my work, and just like a fun way of bringing, you know, stuff in. So this is the paper planes, which I don't have as many of, but I'm like trying to build my collection of both in the different colorways. But so paper planes and airplanes from Carly Plans. And then the next couple of shops I don't have like stuff from. I just wanted to quickly go over. So it's my favorite shop. So for kits, it's Pink Diamond, Planner Co, and Caress Press. I just think those are now, you know, where I go to shop the most, and like especially I feel like Caress Press does I buy the most generic art from her, and then Pink Diamond, it's her mysteries and her exclusives that I buy and love. And then foil is Alicia Craft. I just think she really has, she's come into a niche in the planner community and has really made it her own, and I can't wait to see what she puts out in the future. Then we've got YouTubers, so I've got 2 again because I can't decide. So the first one is A Plan with Elisa. Her haul videos and lineup videos are my favorite. I love seeing what she comes up with, and yeah, I just think her style and my style and what she likes and what she buys are quite similar, so I often find like inspiration from, you know, what foil she pairs with things. And then second one is Jen from Jen Joy Plans. I don't know, I really like watching her. I like watching her mystery videos, her mystery roundup videos, her kid lineups, hauls. I just think she's a really positive person, and I just enjoy, like, I don't know, watching her videos. And then Instagram, I had to actually go onto this person's Instagram and like look it up because the name is so long, but it is Live Laugh Becca _plans. And the reason I love her so much is because she does, she posts when she gets a mystery kit. She posts like a little, like a square on the front. What are those? I think it's called a carousel on Instagram when you post like lots of photos together. But she posts like the photo of like Caress Price January mystery, for example, and then you like swipe and you see all the photos of it. But she does that with like, or not just all the big shops, but like other shops that I haven't even heard of. And I just really appreciate, as someone who lives internationally and doesn't get mystery kits for like 3 months, I love being able to see the mystery kits ahead of time, and like the main ones that I get, but also other shops that I haven't heard of that I can then go and check out. So I just feel like that is a great service to the community, and I thank you for doing that. I assume your name is Becca, I don't know, but thank you. I really appreciate it, and thank you. I really enjoy your Instagram. And then finally, my favorite artist of this year, Celeste Studio has been dethroned because I feel like she doesn't put out very much anymore. She's obviously still my favorite artist and I love her work, but if we're talking about 2022, it's Sadie Piper Designs. I feel like I had a bit of a, not a rant, I had a bit of a, like, what's the word when you like positively rant? I don't know. I explained a little bit in a previous video why I was so, you know, impressed with her. So, but I really just think she's upped her game so much. She comes out with themes for every holiday, which I appreciate. Doesn't just pick and choose, unique themes. Her fashion people, she has so many different, you know, body shapes, races, skin colors, hair colors, so much diversity, but I don't feel like she's doing it just to be diverse, which I think other people do. I just think she genuinely, like, I love that she puts out so many different options. So I really just love what she's doing, especially all of her exclusive work with Caress Press, but also just the stuff that she puts in her shop. Love, amazing. So that's it. That is my 2022 wrap up. We are now done. I'm not going to talk about 2022 anymore. We are on to 2023. Thank you guys if you're still around for watching. It's a bit of a long video, but it's one of my favorite ones to film and talk about this year. It's also my favorite ones to watch. So if you've done one of these, please let me know in the comments and I will definitely check it out. So thank you all for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!